Google Search, the engine we've all used for decades, is no longer just blue links. In 2025, a quiet but seismic shift is happening. A dedicated AI mode is rolling out, fundamentally changing how we find information. This isn't just a UI tweak. It's Google responding to a world where 15% of daily searches are brand new, unseen queries. They're trying to stay ahead, to fulfill their core mission of organizing the world's information, but with a different kind of interface. What does this mean for every business, every creator, every person who relies on Google? How will it reshape SEO, content creation, and even how we think about truth online? We're diving into Google's latest strategic move, why it's happening now, and what you should be doing about it. In 1996, two Stanford grad students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, launched BackRub. Today, that project is Google Search, fielding over 8 billion queries daily. Now, after 25 years of dominating the information landscape, Google is executing its biggest search redesign yet. This isn't just another algorithm tweak. We're talking about a fundamental shift that began with AI overviews and is now accelerating into a full AI mode, expected to roll out more broadly in 2025. This is a bet-the-company move. Google's own public liaison for search, Danny Sullivan, marked the 25th anniversary by highlighting how quickly Google connected people to information. But the world has changed. 15% of daily searches are new, unseen queries, demanding automated systems that go far beyond traditional blue link SEO. Google's mission to organize the world's information is being redefined by AI. What does this mean for how you find information, how businesses get discovered, and what Google Search will actually look like moving forward? Well, let's break down the evolution of search, starting with the very beginning. Those early days of BackRub, and how a simple idea of using backlinks for credibility grew into an international juggernaut. In 1995, a serendipitous meeting at Stanford University brought together two visionary PhD students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Within a year, their shared passion for data organization led them to collaborate on a groundbreaking search engine project, initially dubbed BackRub, which they operated directly from their modest dorm rooms. Their profound innovation was a radical departure from existing search methodologies. Instead of relying on simple keyword matching, they developed PageRank, an algorithm that analyzed backlinks to determine a web page's importance and credibility. This sophisticated, revolutionary concept quickly propelled their project forward. By 1997, BackRub had evolved into Google, a playful, yet ambitious, homage to Google, reflecting their immense aspiration to organize the vast, almost infinite, amount of information available on the burgeoning World Wide Web. By September 6, 2023, Google Search proudly marked its 25th anniversary, a remarkable quarter-century of seamlessly connecting billions of users to essential information at speeds previously unimaginable. Recognizing early on the truly global potential of their invention, Google aggressively pursued internationalization, launching search in 13 new languages in 2000, including French, German, and Japanese. This strategic move laid critical groundwork for its future, unparalleled dominance across diverse linguistic landscapes. Fast forward to today, Google Search remains the undisputed industry leader, a digital behemoth processing an astonishing average of over 8.5 billion daily searches. Its foundational mission, to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful, has consistently driven an unrelenting cadence of innovation, from Google Scholar to the Knowledge Graph. This relentless pursuit of relevance and accessibility is now being rigorously tested by the transformative AI tsunami, fundamentally reshaping the very paradigm of information retrieval and redefining search as we know it. In 2025, a dedicated AI mode will fundamentally reshape how we interact with Google Search. This isn't just about tweaking the algorithm. It's a structural shift away from what we've known as blue link SEO. Google started this transformation with AI overviews, which now pop up at the top of many search results, giving you a summarized answer without necessarily needing to click through. But the real game changer is the full AI mode, rolling out next year, designed to offer a completely AI-powered search experience. Google CEO Sundar Pichai himself unveiled this pivotal development on May 19, 2026, at Google I/O, calling it the biggest change to the search bar in years and biggest upgrade to our search box in over 25 years. This isn't just about making search faster. It's about anticipating needs. Pichai has consistently emphasized that AI will reshape every profession, including his own. As AI becomes adept at processing vast amounts of information and making operational decisions, leaders across industries must adapt. This commitment extends to Google's core mission, organizing the world's information. Google's enduring mission, first articulated over 2 decades ago by co-founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin, remains to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. This wasn't merely about indexing web pages. It was always a far more expansive vision encompassing all forms of information. To grasp the sheer scale, consider that Google Search processes an estimated 5.9 trillion queries annually. A truly remarkable detail here is that approximately 15%, roughly 885 billion searches each year, are entirely novel queries Google has never encountered before on any given day. This constant influx of unprecedented questions means the system cannot rely purely on pre-indexed answers or static databases. Instead, Google employs sophisticated automated systems, continuously refined by engineers like Panda Nayak, Vice President of Search. When you type in a search query, these systems instantly factor in a multitude of signals. The precise words you use, the contextual content on billions of pages across the web, the demonstrated expertise and authoritativeness of the source, a concept critical to algorithms like EAT, the language of the query, and even your geographic location, down to your city or region. This rigorous, multifaceted approach, combined with continuous feedback from tens of thousands of trained human quality raters worldwide, ensures the information delivered is not just relevant, but also reliable. This unwavering commitment to delivering useful, trustworthy information has been Google's guiding star, even as the global information landscape itself drastically transforms. And this profound transformation, marked by an explosion of new data types and user expectations, is precisely why the company, under CEO Sundar Pichai, is making such decisive moves toward an AI-first future, fundamentally reimagining how information is accessed and synthesized. In April, Google CEO Sundar Pichai initiated one of the most dramatic leadership reorganizations in the company's 25-year history. This wasn't just a minor reshuffle. It was a strategic merger of 2 massive units, platforms and devices, into what's now effectively a supergroup. This new, combined entity is laser-focused on core products like Android, Chrome, and Google's own hardware, such as the Pixel phone line. Pichai's internal memo at the time made it clear. This move was designed to streamline efforts and accelerate innovation across these crucial areas. It reflects a deep strategic pivot, one that Pichai has been advocating for over a decade. Back in 2016, a year after taking the CEO role from co-founder Larry Page, Pichai declared Google was moving from mobile-first to AI-first, calling it the future for the next 10 years. He reiterated this vision at the 2017 I/O keynote, comparing the shift to Google's previous embrace of the mobile era. This recent restructuring is the organizational manifestation of that long-term AI-first strategy. Pichai believes AI will fundamentally reshape all professions, necessitating this structural change to better integrate AI into Google's core products and future direction. It's about ensuring AI is not just an add-on but deeply embedded, much like how mobile became an inseparable part of every product. This shift tells us that the future of search isn't just about finding information. It's about an entirely new interaction model. Beyond blue links, the future of the search experience is about. In May 2026, Google officially declared the end of the 10 blue links era, unveiling what CEO Sundar Pichai called the biggest change to search in more than 25 years. This isn't just a minor update. It's a fundamental reimagining of how we interact with information. The traditional list of links is giving way to AI-powered interactive experiences and search snapshots that provide direct answers. Imagine asking a complex question, not just a keyword, and getting a comprehensive, AI-generated summary right at the top, often negating the need to click through multiple websites. This isn't Google's first design evolution. Since its development in 1996 to 1997, and its internationalization into 13 languages by 2000, search has seen continuous redesigns. But this AI-driven overhaul, rolling out this summer, is different. It introduces conversational AI mode, background agents, and generative UI widgets designed to complete tasks and answer queries directly within the results. For example, instead of searching for best hiking trails near me and getting a list of articles, you might get an interactive map with personalized recommendations, weather overlays, and even trail conditions, all curated by AI. The goal here, as Google's public liaison for search, Danny Sullivan, explained in 2023, is to make search even more intuitive and predictive, especially given that 15% of daily searches are queries Google has never seen before. This shift means users will spend less time sifting through links and more time getting direct, actionable intelligence, fundamentally altering how we discover and consume information. What we're seeing here isn't just an update to a search engine. It's a profound redefinition of how we, as a society, interact with information. For over 2 decades, Google's core mission to organize the world's knowledge has centered on indexing and presenting links. Now, with AI acting as an indispensable layer, Google is fundamentally shifting from showing you where the answer might be to directly providing the answer itself. This move, spearheaded by CEO Sundar Pichai's strategic reorganization and the declaration of the 10 blue links era's end, suggests a future where our daily quest for knowledge is seamlessly integrated, summarized, and anticipated by intelligent systems. It's the next chapter in making information universally accessible and useful, even if it means disrupting the very paradigms Google itself established. Considering this shift, how often do you find yourself skipping past the first few blue links and immediately looking for a summarized answer or a featured snippet now? Drop your experience in the comments below. If understanding these major strategic pivots and the real-world implications of AI-driven business models is useful to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're curious about how other tech giants are adapting to this AI-first world, you should watch my breakdown of Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella's strategy for integrating AI across the entire Office suite next.